What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, DonJaye. Now today, I got a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Evans. Nice to meet you.
Kelsey, are you familiar with Red Pill at all?
Somewhat, a little bit, just kind of.
What did you know so far?
We're just talking about normal experiences.
Okay.
My life, dating.
Okay, got you. Do you know what it means, Red Pill?
No.
All right. So the definition of Red Pill. You ever seen the movie The Matrix?
Yes.
So in The Matrix, at the beginning, Neo's presented with, like, the main character is presented with, like, two choices. Either, like, the true nature of things, like the honest realness, or you go back to your life and you bliss. So just red pill just means, in general, the true nature of everything, reality of everything. So today's video we're about to jump into by StephisCold is why women will make you weak. Do you have any thoughts in your mind before we even jump in that video with just the title?
I think... Obviously, I think if you think women will make you weak, then you probably were already weak to begin with, and they're just bringing to light some insecurities. But
okay,
that's just right off the bat.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's hear what you got to say.
YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Steph. So a lot of you guys were tagging me in that video of that boy. You know what I'm saying? Just repeating with his mom. To all the ladies that's watching, if you got a son and you don't put him on game, I'm gonna put him on game and he gonna watch my channel. Period. I'm gonna put him on game and he's gonna watch my channel. The problem is, you see women who, in the comment sections on the Instagram video, right? You see women who say, grown men don't even act like this. You got grown men who don't even act like this. You got, oh, he's a king. He's a future king. And fellas, I'm going to just tell y'all, man, I always say this, right? If you don't figure out her nature at an early age, you're done for. You're done for. She don't want nobody good until she's used up, man. It's very rare that a woman has some senses while she's young, when she has a good dude by her side and she stick by that good dude. It's very rare, but a lot of these women monkey branch. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man.
I see you over there reacting. What are your thoughts so far?
I think he's struggling because he's never had anyone actually care about him because he's a dickhead, to be honest.
Okay. Do you feel like women at a younger age do like to explore their options much more than when they're older age? No,
I mean, I've had girlfriends that have met guys when they were in high school and fallen in love with them. They've either stayed with them or, I mean, sometimes things happen, it doesn't work out. But I don't think anyone's out there like, let me find me an asshole or a couple of assholes before I decide to chill out with a good guy.
Okay, so you don't feel like the nice guys finish last thing is real?
No, it's not fucking real. I mean, I think you just have to find someone who's good for you, whether you just might not be compatible and they might not be what you're looking for. Like, you could be nice all day long. Like, you don't get an award for being nice.
Got you. Yeah.
I feel like that's why there's all this like anger, like, oh, nice. I
was nice with you.
Yeah, I was nice to her.
Got you.
I should automatically be with you. No.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. And so do you feel like women explore their options more when they're younger, or men explore their options when they're younger more, or is it kind of like equal?
I would probably say overall men do, but in general, I think that's evening out over time a little bit more. I think we're becoming more comfortable with living our lives and actually, dating around and not feeling like, oh, I found this guy and now I have to be with him and I have to make it work. Okay. I think. So
you said as a whole society, women are just more comfortable with like dating around different guys.
and just understanding that, like, oh, just because you're, a couple 20 years ago being 28 and not having a man was like, oh my God,
it was like,
and now your life isn't over. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that, frankly, I feel like that's part of the reason why divorces ended up being so high, because people felt stuck or felt like they had to
People settle
try and
too
make
fast.
like,
People settle
oh
too
well,
fast.
I have to make this work, and you don't.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
There's always exceptions to the rule, right? But the rule still applies. And the rule is, nice guys don't win. Period. The rule is, she don't want one of them kind of dudes that little boy is talking about. She don't want them kind of dudes until she's used up. I'm not telling you guys to treat women badly. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, treat them how they should be treated. And they should not be treated how that little boy was saying in that video.
I don't know what video he's talking about,
think
but
that, man, you know, I made a tweet last night. It kind of.
I have a question. Do you feel like the men that put women on pedestals, they have a harder time with women, or the men that are kind of like nonchalant, really don't really care type of vibe, get more women?
I think those are two extremes. Like,
Okay,
I don't think
yeah.
you should put any person on a pedestal to the point that you see them as perfection, because no human is. Nobody's going to be perfect, right? But you have to learn and like get to know that person and learn and understand them for who they are. I'm sorry, but it's just really bothering me that he keeps saying used up. What the fuck does that mean?
Used up, I think he means like, I think it means throughout a woman's life, she is dating a lot of men early age because she has those options. So he's saying used up as in she has sex with a lot of people. She has baggage, emotional baggage, physical baggage, maybe even some kids when she reaches 30, 35, etc. Versus a man would not really have those options at an earlier age until he starts to get his life together, have more like a status, more money. Then he can have
So
options.
when do men get used up? Do they not get used up? It's just women.
That's a great question.
Used up. It sounds like
You just don't
run
like the
out.
term. You just
No,
don't like the
I
term.
hate that. I
It's used
hate that
up.
shit.
I got you. Okay. All right.
wish someone said, "Ooh, can't wait till you get once you're used up. You don't see. Get out of my face."
I said, when she was at her best, I wanted her. She didn't want me. Now I'm at my best, and now she wants me, but I don't even want her, G. I'm good.
Okay, so this brings up a good question real quick. Do you feel like men and women have a different age range of their prime?
I think if you think about it in a traditional sense, or in the way that like we try and society tries to make you feel, like, yes, that women's prime is like from 18 to, you know, once you get to 35, oh God, you're old now.
Yeah, gotcha.
Whereas men can basically be like, as long as they have money and status and all those things,
Okay.
they're still a bachelor at
Gotcha.
55. That's okay.
Yeah, no. I've seen, I've definitely seen it, on Instagram.
So I don't agree with that, because I feel like, you know, there's ways to find love at any age, but
Oh, okay, gotcha. But, okay.
he
All right.
definitely disagrees.
Okay, no. I want to hear your perspective. So.
Remember, man, going to church, man, I really liked this girl, man, and it's like she never gave me the time of day, no matter what I did, fellas. I mean, we would text here and there, you know how you get those texts where the woman's just a little bit freaky towards you, but you know how you get those push-pull texts? You know how a woman will pursue you with the text and then she'll pull back really hard and you go all the way out of bounds? You know what I'm saying? That's what she was doing to me. She was doing that every week. Every excuse in the book why I can't see her. Then we out of high school, right? So it's 2015. We out of high school. She's still making excuses why I can't see her outside of, you know, going to church. Excuse after excuse after excuse. But guess who she's with? She's with that guy who she used to complain to me about. And then months later, or years later, she's pregnant.
Okay, this brings up a good question. Do you think women put guys in the friend zone to have like a backup type of, more options type of thing? Or is it just
Well, if they already have a man, which it sounds like she did, they're just putting them in the friend zone because that's the respectful thing for their relationship.
Got you.
You should be my friend, especially as a kid. Like he's obviously talking about some childhood trauma or whatever. But like, you don't want to, you could say, oh, I want to be friends. Because she probably genuinely wanted to be friends, but wanted to keep those boundaries because she was in another relationship. Like, and again, no matter what I did, she never wanted, like, she doesn't owe you your time. Like, she doesn't owe you her time.
Yeah, I agree with that. So you saying in general, just because you're nice to someone, just because you whatever give them gifts or whatever, blah blah blah, they don't owe you anything in return.
Yeah, and the thing is I already know this man probably was going, in my opinion, probably going about it the wrong way. If she asks to be your friend, accept that and be her friend and be a genuine good friend.
Okay, now question, pushback on definitely on that.
Oh, okay.
Does that work in terms of the guy perspective of getting the woman? Because I would definitely say no, unless it's a moment of weakness type of thing, or the guy has evolved enough to where she doesn't see him as a friend anymore.
Okay, but how does that happen, right? And if you're constantly badgering me about changing how a status that we've already established,
got you.
Then I'm never gonna see you as anything other than that guy that won't leave me alone.
Okay,
and won't, whatever. Whereas you actually have a friendship with the person, you get to know them, and you can go through different phases of life together, and things change.
Okay.
But I would say that if your goal is still like, I want to be with this woman, there are no guarantees.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
There are no guarantees, but I would even say it's better if you feel like you can't shift from that mindset to leave it alone and not even be friends, because
I agree.
you could end up ruining it by constantly,
do you think
being that person.
Do you think women and men can be friends?
Yes, absolutely.
Outside of employment, outside of everything else, outside of school, just them two choosing to be friends.
Yeah,
attractive people choosing to be friends. You think that is possible?
I have lots of male friends. I mean, not like lots, like too many.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying, but yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, I have to ask. With these male friends, have they tried to be like more than friends, and you just like put them in a place, or is it as continuous friendship type of thing?
I feel like there's different ones.
Okay.
So like there may have been somewhere initially they did try something, but once it was established that we were friends, we're genuine friends now. And then there are others. I have other friends that are literally.
I'm sorry,
I have
bro.
other friends
I'm
that
sorry,
it was
bro.
always that way. Like it was just we're friends, and they probably don't want to be with me anyways.
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know.
This is why I ask women any woman that even says that. If you genuinely think they are friends, try this. Just say, hey, I'm kind of lonely one night. Won't you come over?
Okay.
And then if they are not in a relationship and they still refuse, or they be like, no, I want to keep everything we have, then I would agree that they are genuinely your friend.
I mean, I don't think so. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. Because I feel like if there was say the situation was reversed and there's this guy that I think is so hot and like, he's just not interested in me. Occasionally that does happen. No, it probably happens a lot. I don't know. I could still want to be with him and not feel like I'm faking being his friend.
Okay.
Why does it have to be one or the other?
Got you. So you saying you can be friends with benefits. You can be past just friends.
What do you say nothing about? You're saying, what do you mean friends with benefits? I'm just saying, like, I could still have like find you physically attractive and maybe even want to some degree step over that line, but then because you set a boundary, say, okay, no,
gotcha.
We're gonna be friends. And if you were to send me a text like that, I'd be like,
Okay, got you. So friendship to you is a boundary set and not necessarily a mindset.
And now I'm confused.
Okay, no. So I'm gonna try to break.
Very
so.
good.
Friendship to you, it seems like it is a boundary set of we are just friends. I am not passing the threshold of having sex or sexual relations with you. But even if you are in the mindset of wanting to have sexual relations, that's still a friend because the barrier of what you established is there.
I think so, yes. I mean, not saying this doesn't apply, obviously, to friends with benefits is a thing. I'm not saying it isn't. But, yeah, I think, yes.
Okay. Because I don't agree.
You don't think that?
Hell no. Because to me, the definition, I don't want to fuck my male friends. So they obviously are, to me, like more like real friends. Because, you know, obviously I don't want to have sex with them. So if a woman is... I want to have sex with, then I would consider that a little bit more than friends. I wouldn't consider that.
Yeah, but if she doesn't want to have sex with you and it's a boundary there, I don't understand why is it.
No, I get
friends?
the boundaries. I get the boundaries, but it wouldn't be just friends then. It would be girl that I'm hanging out with who I want to have sex with. Like it wouldn't be like just friends.
No, I hear you, and I definitely feel like a lot of people agree with you on
okay,
that.
I'm like,
I feel like you're opening my eyes at this point because I'm sitting here like, yeah, no, we're friends. Like,
but that's why I always tell people, if you really think that you're just friends, give them that test and really see. Yeah. But we can continue.
That makes me sad. That makes me sad.
It is what it is, you know.
And I was asking myself today, why did she not give me the chance? Why did she not see the good in Stephon? Why she didn't see the greatness in me? Because that's not what they want.
Oh my God.
You so
It doesn't matter how good you are until they want somebody good for them when they're older. Let me say that one more time. It doesn't matter how good you are until they want somebody good for them when they're older. They like to change men. They can't change a good man. They want to change a man that's toxic.
You don't meet her needs. Sorry.
So you have some thoughts. What are some thoughts that you
didn't meet her needs. Like she did. Like you can be a perfectly fine person, which I have a feeling I definitely disagree with that about him. But no, like you
just
weren't it, and that's all there is to it. And
Gotcha.
yes, people do go through phases of life where they like she's a kid. Like, you grow up, you want different things. But I
he just rubs you the wrong way. So I can see. So you don't agree that women at an earlier age crave more adventure, excitement, then at a later age crave more stability and that type of thing.
I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive.
Okay.
So
cool.
I think there can be adventure and excitement with a
With
nice
stability.
guy. Like, I mean,
Gotcha.
you just go places and do things together. You have fun. Venture and excitement is not cheating on me and like being unavailable emotionally or physically or you know that's not excitement. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, it's not excitement.
But I mean, granted, as you do get older, you do look for more, you know, mature qualities in the sense of being able to take care of yourself, because God knows there's plenty of people who can't even take care of themselves. 100%. But taking care of yourselves, and then maybe taking care of, you know, to some degree, not like but helping them be being a partner, being an equal partner, so that, you know, you may start a family or be together one day.
We keep going off tangents but I have to ask you. You agree that men and women should be equal partners?
Yes.
Oh, you do. So you don't agree that it's like the traditional, the man like pays the bills, the woman like takes care of the household, and she might attribute to some of the bills. You believe that it's a more 50-50, or what would your percentage be?
I think it should be a partnership, and I think any realistic partnership has give and take, and I think you have to now analyze that based on, you know, the individual circumstance.
Gotcha.
So you know, if I make more and he makes less, then you balance it that way. Or
you would get with a guy who makes less.
I don't look at it as yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yes.
Okay, all right.
Like, you can't be broke.
Got you, yeah.
But I think that you have to be, at least have certain ambitions and things that are on your plate. But I'm not like gonna be like, ooh, I don't. That's not cute. That's not cute to me.
A lot of women have said that. I'm not dating someone who has less money than me. I'm not dating someone I'm not dating down. Is the quote.
No, okay. I currently feel like I'm successful. I think I am planning to be even more so.
Gotcha.
And I think if I'm the extent that I want to be, then it would be totally fine. Okay. As long as,
All right, let's continue.
Because that's what they like. They like the toxic stuff.
Sorry.
They like. They like the toxic stuff, fellas. They can't change that. They can't change the good. So the good would only get better. And in order for her to want to be with the good, she has to be held accountable for her actions that she done months ago or years ago. I think about that all the time. Why did this woman didn't give me the chance, but she gave this dude the chance? Well, now that I understand females now, I get it now. I know why. That's why we always win in the end. See, a woman will tell you something to make it seem like it's true. Oh, I'm celibate. Oh, I gotta make him wait 3 months. But in reality, fellas, she just don't want to get judged on who she really is. Because who she really is not what she says. It's what she does. That's the truth. That sucks. That's just what it is. That little boy.
I see you over there just.
This man.
All right, what are your thoughts so far on that part? Do you agree that you hold back who you are because of society standards?
No.
Okay.
No. People have their own rules for their own reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I have friends that are more open with casual sex, and then I have some that are, they wait a certain amount of time because one, they may feel pressure from, being judged by the other person or even their own, from things that they grew up with their family and that kind of thing, morals, that sort of thing. But I think ultimately they know that they're the kind of person that in order to be in a sexual relationship, they want there to be a, emotional connection. They want there to be some accountability between the two people, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't just want to give it away.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, well, I'm afraid he's going to think I'm a whore, so I'm not going to have sex with him. Fuck that. Right. If you want, I will say there are girls that feel that maybe there are girls that feel that way, and that's I don't think that's a good reason to hold back.
Gotcha.
If you want to do that, if you feel you would like to move forward, and I think maybe they should take a second to think about not a better reason, but more like, again, with the emotional connection, wanting there to be some accountability. I think that's a better way to kind of establish that. Because you're not a whore just because you decide to do something you physically want to do. I don't believe that.
Okay. Let's get it.
Gonna get his heart crushed. And guess what his mama gonna tell him? It's okay, baby. Just try harder. Just try a little harder. Ain't gonna tell him why it happened. I mean, my mama never told me why it happened. So what makes you think his mama not gonna tell him why it happened? We can't all relate to business, work, job, economics, technology, video games. But we can relate to women because we all deal with women. We all deal with women. That's what we can relate to. I think about that daily, man. I think about that daily. Why did she not give me the chance? Is it because I wasn't good enough? And then you get mad at people who gave you game to try to get her. Because the game was the wrong kind of game. But now when you're successful, when you're self-made, when you become cold, now she wants you years later down the road when she doesn't have that strapped booty that she had back then. When her face is not looking the best. When her face was looking the best. Right? When her breasts set up perfectly. When her shape was just beautiful. 10 years later, now she wants you when she used up. Gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Why I couldn't get you in your prime? Now you want me in my prime? I'm good. You can go to the wolves. Eat you.
What are your thoughts about that? We touched on that a little bit before, but what are you thinking right now?
I was gonna say, this man, he needs therapy. I just, I recommend it to him and others who think daily about the one girl at church who wouldn't let him hit. He needs therapy. Like, he needs to stop
Okay, besides him,
he's not thinking about all this shit in his mind. Sorry.
No, besides him, what do you think about like his points? Because I think you asked before, what do you mean by used up, and I think he summarized what he meant by used up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he made it clear that a woman isn't anything worth more than her body shape at the time. He's just not. Him and other men like him, and I know I'm staring off the topic because I really do have beef with this man. Just are the kind of men that you really want anyways. Like, say, okay, he's quote self-made. He now makes money off of talking shit on YouTube. Congratulations. She's way better off with anyone else than anyone else. But yeah, back to the point. I don't think women are suddenly worth less because life has happened to them.
Okay.
They've grown up the way men have. Like, men lose their hair. They, sometimes they gotta go bald. Y'all be getting dad bods without children. I mean, and that's okay. Like, everyone has flaws and imperfections. But if you actually cared about someone, if he actually gave a fuck about this girl and got to know her as a friend the way she asked him to, like, got to actually know her as a person, she would be worth more to him, or he would see the value in her beyond how perky her boobs are at the moment and how fat her ass is, whether they're cellulite or not.
Gotcha. Okay. So to summarize the whole thing, you disagree with what exactly that he said? Is it just the way he said it, or you just?
It's everything.
Everything. Gotcha.
Sorry. Okay, I didn't like that he said that women only want toxic men until they get ugly, is really, or grow up, or life happens with them, and then all of a sudden now they want a good guy because they think they can't have anything else. I don't agree with that.
So push back. So you don't agree that women what words
go for bad guys until, or like want toxic men until, and then they settle on a good man once they realize that their tits are too saggy to get the. No, I don't.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, so from personal experience as well as from like your friend group.
Well, I can't say that from personal experience. I feel like I'm past my prime, but
okay. No,
just I'm being a dickhead. No, I mean, actually, now I'm thinking through.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm thinking through. I think we grow up. I think, because I am thinking of an example of someone who I know that was dealing with a toxic situation, and then ended up with a really great guy. He's,
nice.
a great guy, really great, nice guy, or whatever. But I think it was just really maturity, just growing up and realizing, like, I don't have to deal with all of this to be with someone and be happy.
Got you. Okay. What do you think is the determining factor for them to quote unquote grow up?
See, I'm not gonna say being hurt, because that would just kind of play into his argument.
Gotcha.
Here. But I think we just get kind of tired. It's like, sometimes, I mean, and I think everybody has different thresholds too.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Some people aren't gonna tolerate that shit from the beginning. Like, I have friends who literally don't tolerate that shit ever. So it just they would never be in that situation, or unlikely to be, because you can't say never, unlikely to be in that situation. Whereas I do have other friends who deal with more. I have dealt with more in the past, personally. But then you just get to a point you're like, this is fucking stupid.
Okay. Gotcha.
And you're exposed to more. You're exposed to them nice guy at work, or you see your friends around you that are
happy
with
yeah,
someone
I see
that's
you're about to
like,
go with that. Yeah.
yeah,
And you're like, what the
wait
fuck
a
I'm
minute.
dealing with all this?
Yeah,
And,
I don't have to do this.
Okay. So it's just like seeing everything and experiencing different perspectives.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Okay. So overall, you don't agree with what he said.
No.
You don't agree with how he said it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we can summarize this as you just think that women experience life and then they have different perspectives to make them change to date nice guys.
Sure. And I also think that there are women who date nice guys initially.
Okay.
And I think, sometimes a woman thinks she's dating a nice guy because men also do the same thing where they pretend to be one thing and then they actually end up being something else. So she might think she is dating nice guys and then finds out that she's not. So and then she starts to see and understand what those red flags are the more experience she has.
Okay. Got you. And where can they find you?
At Keep Up with Kels on Instagram,
All
and also Cocktails with Kels. I have a little, if you're interested in wine and cocktails and stuff.
All right, and it's your boy DonJaye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it. Get this to 400 likes, and I'm out. Peace.